G'day everyone, have to keep the volume down a little bit, my son's asleep upstairs. In this video we're just going to be looking at some of the enclosure sizes that we often use with guitar pedals. These are Hammond specifications, 1590A, 1590B, 125B and 1590BB, four of the most common. I'll be showing you those, and with a ruler we'll have a look at the sort of sizing that they are, just so you can get an idea of what you're up against. If you're new and you're thinking, oh, I want to build, and someone says, oh, I'll put it in a 1590A, just so you can see actually how small a 1590A is, get an idea for the actual dimensions of the enclosure. There's many other sizes of enclosures out there, not just the four that I mentioned, but the four that I mentioned are definitely the most common four that are used today for just general do-it-yourself guitar pedal building. So I've got them on the desk. Let's take a look at them. So instead of boring the hell out of you with the ruler measuring the dimensions, I thought I'd just write them down at the bottom here. Just note that the first one I forgot to put the height in the dimensions, so I put it at the front there with the H. That's the height. That's the height for the 125B, and they're on the end as well. So you can see the dimensions there. If you've got a ruler and you're just curious to know how big they are, grab your ruler and just roughly measure it, and you'll see approximately how big they are. That's a pen, so you can get an idea of approximately the size. As you can see, the 1590A is quite small, and they're often referred to as just the last characters on the code. So instead of saying 1590BB, sometimes people say BB, B, or A. I actually think 125B is not a Hammond specification, because I had a look for it on their website, and I couldn't find it. I had a quick look and I couldn't find it, so I'm assuming that that's not one of theirs. I thought it was one of their oddball sizes, but it might not be. But that is also a common pedal enclosure that we use to build pedals, because often when they don't fit in a B, you go up to a 125B, you can get it in with not too much height difference. They are actually the tallest of the four, as you can see from the dimensions down there. They're nearly 4 centimeters tall. I'll move the camera down so you can see them face on. So you can see them there. They actually do vary a little bit in height. These two are the same. This one's slightly taller, and then this one's the tallest of the four. Some people don't like these 125Bs because they're tall. They're just not used to having such a tall pedal. But I think they're becoming sort of slowly more popular as time goes on. You might also notice in the background there's a white box as well. This is, I'm not actually sure of what the code is for this one. This is a filter that I made. It's the only one I actually have. And it is actually half the size of a 1590B. It actually looks like it's a little bit skinnier as well. It's very small. I'll move the camera back up so you can see it. So as you can see there, it's less than half the size of a 1590B, and believe it or not, some people actually use these to build pedals. This is just a power filter that I built with in-out on the front. Just filters your power pack, some of the noise out of the power pack. Actually does a pretty good job. I've got videos on that. Just look for power filtering or something along those lines on my YouTube channel for more information about those. But yeah, that's a rough guide to some of the more popular enclosures. These four are the main ones. If you're new to guitar pedal building, forget a 1590A. Don't even bother with it. Just the offboard wiring is like microsurgery, let alone if you have a complicated circuit in there as well. So even a basic circuit in a 1590A can be quite difficult. So yeah, I'd suggest skipping that for now and just focusing on a 1590B or a BB, one of the larger sizes. And it's also a good idea if you're new to guitar pedal building just to ramp it up an extra size. So if you're doing a 1590B, you can put it in a 1590BB and you'll have loads of room, so you'll have heaps of margin for error there. Yeah, it'll be less likely to make an error because you've got a lot of space to work with. Space can be a big issue in drilling accuracy and things like that in the enclosure. So if you go for a bigger enclosure like this, your accuracy doesn't have to be as tight. But when you start getting down to this level, you know, you've got to drill not to the millimeter, but you got to be pretty accurate. So that's it for this video. Hopefully now that when you see a project and it says you need it fits into a 1590 BB or a 1590A, you'll know what that refers to. These are the four main pedals. There should be something in your project file that will tell you what size it will fit in. With my projects I have on there will fit into a 1590A or larger, so you can put in a 1590B if you're new and you're not confident putting in a 1590A. 1590A is the smallest it will fit in pretty much, and then anything above that it'll fit in with room left over. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more Back to Basics videos and guitar pedal related tutorials, and thanks for watching.